Okay, we are trying this once again. It is now 7:07. I started recording at 6 o'clock. Today is October 18th. Let me just tell you how life and business works sometimes before we jump into HairFleek. The brand that we're building together, you guys are following in the journey. I had multiple videos now. I was recording, and instead of it recording for the full time, like the camera was recording, but my screen was not, 30 seconds. And you don't know until you stop. So I restarted the computer, did a test. We're hoping this works. So let's get into it. I got to update you guys because some of the footage was lost, not how I like to do things. It was some basic stuff, but I'll go back over where we are with everything. First things first, we're building out our expenses, our hours, our checklist. I got to add yesterday, got to add today. We have some wins, some small wins right now. We were able to connect our HairFleek page to our Facebook channel. Okay, so let me show you that. That was in the previous video that actually didn't record. So is that really a video in the wannabe video? Anyways, we're going to go over here. We're going to check this out. I got us connected. So the shop's connected. We have 8 products with issues. We're going to have to check that out. I'm going to have to connect a PayPal account. I don't have one set up for HairFleek yet. We can set all this stuff up. And make sure that when you're setting these up, you are going to want to do this here. Collect emails at checkout, collect emails with a discount, turn all this on. You want to have maximum set up, everything looking good. Another thing I did was I installed Shopify Audiences. I love Shopify Audiences. The rating doesn't look too good on the Shopify store, but I personally use it for private label, and the return on ad spend is phenomenal. So in the previous video, I had that set up. We still need to set up here. We have Google, the Pinterest, the TikTok, still setting this stuff up. As you can see, starting a new brand, there is a lot of setup. Now, I want to automate this business. I want it to use a lot less of my time. This is a side hustle for me. I'm running private label during the day. So I'm already doing the hair and wigs and all that during the day. So I'm usually doing this before work and after work as a side hustle, as a experiment. And I'm experimenting with you. Thank you for following the journey. Make sure you're liking these videos and subscribing if you want to follow this journey. Today is October 18th. We are launching on the 25th, officially 1 week. And that's when I released the first videos. So it is going to be like a week behind as far as these videos with what you might see live on the site. So just, that's how it's going to work. I'm going to record everywhere I go, even traveling, everything else. So we have this stuff getting set up now. The retargeted audiences and everything, the prospecting is not looking good because we have no traffic to the site. So this whole thing, it can't work yet, but we needed to get it set up. So I'm happy we do have this set up. We have the sales channel, Google and YouTube. I'm still trying to do some configuration of all of this. It's taken a little bit of time, but we're setting up our merchant account. This actually did it for me automatically. So we have the merchant account. We have to do some more of the setup here. It's basically entering a lot of your financial and business information, stuff that we're not going to put on here. We will show financial information of sales, though. I will give you guys an inside look of that. One thing you need to look at is the commerce account. So you can go over here and start going through each one of these tabs. Now, when I set up the Shopify store, it did put it over here in the commerce section of Meta. Okay, we're in the Meta Business Suite. Make sure you have your Facebook and Instagram channels connected. Okay, those are going to sync and work together. Now, we do have 8 issues within Shopify. I'm not sure what that is. We can take a look if you like. Let's go back here to sales channel, Facebook and Instagram. Let's get over here to the I wonder what the problem is. 40 of them are fine. Maybe it I realized I don't think I had descriptions for a few. Yeah, so missing descriptions. So I did forget to add a description to a few products, or we added these later. So I will add those descriptions. I'm adding the real basic descriptions now. HairFleek is going to be like a real sassy hair company. So I am going to have fun and playful hair descriptions and text and everything on this site, which is looking pretty good, by the way. We have some of this set up here. We have the 3D lift. You can see how it scrolls across. and we still have a lot more to build out. Now, I know you're seeing these blog posts here, and you can go visit hairfleek.com right now. You'll see this. So we are working with hiring some writers. So you can see these are some of our topics that we have built out. We have some of the writers with the prices, and our goal is to we're going to launch with probably 5 blog posts, and the goal is to have 2 blog posts published weekly. So that's going to put us at a cost of a minimum $100 a week, which we'll have to put in our expenses, which is fine. We need to get up to probably 100 blog posts, but we have to use the money we're making from HairFleek eventually to do this. Obviously, I don't know when we're going to get our first sale. We've made nothing. So we're going to go in the hole maybe $1,000, $2,000 maybe before we even get our first sale. I'm trying to do everything as budget friendly as possible. Now, what I usually say is I always recommend going through all these different tools, clicking around and figuring out what the heck all this stuff is. Facebook changes it all the time. So this might look different next time that you log in or you're watching this, because Facebook loves to change everything. But I would definitely say start going through each individual ones and making sure you are set up properly. Same thing with the commerce account. So you have the catalogs, going through all this. We haven't set up any ads yet. It's too early for that. I did set up the Google AdWords account. So we're trying to get everything connected in sync. Google Analytics, make sure you have that set up. In an earlier video, we set up Google Search Console. So we do have that set up. So we have a decent amount of setup done, but we have a lot of work to do to launch this thing in the next week. I mean, I'm like, can I launch it? But what's my launch going to be? Honestly, it's not going to be that big. What we're going to do is we are going to, I don't know for the launch, but probably the week after, we're going to send out a press release. So what the press release is going to do is going to help start getting our SEO going. So we can go to search. You can see here we have Google Search Console set up. It's still indexing, checking out what we have going on. We don't have too much going on the website. Still a lot of work to do here, okay? But this is going to be a great place to check out what's going on with the website from Google's perspective, getting everything set up properly. It's going to take time. Now, all this stuff is not going to be done by the time we launch, and that's okay because it's going to be crickets when we officially launch. So I'm not worried about that. We still need to set up the shipping settings. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot, but we're getting it done, and I'm walking you through step by step with you. Shipping and delivery, I haven't even touched this yet. We probably are going to see, let's see, general shipping rates. We are going to have free $50 and up. No. We're going to start with free shipping $200 and up. Our product prices are very inexpensive, okay, and that's economy. It actually would probably be faster than that. Let's just say economy. And then we'll set up different shipping rates. We would like to get some express in here, discounted rates from Shopify. I would like to set that up. Let's see, edit rate. First class. Okay, we're going to have to set up some of this stuff. There's still a lot to go, but we're making progress. Let me just save that. Now, one of the things that we have to really think about is the marketing strategy once we launch this. How are we going to be spending our funds? Am I going to spend any money in the beginning? Or I don't know how I'm going to get traffic. I haven't done this in a long time starting from scratch. We've had, our hair brands for private label for a decade now. So it just already has traffic built in with everything we've built. We're going to figure this out together. I would love to know, what do you guys think about the process so far? Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on. I would love to hear. Now, we're going to have to figure out the taxes, how we're going to work out the taxes with this. We still haven't configured the checkout page. Yep. Now, one thing that people do make the mistake is, we have the default checkout page. That's fine. Thank you. Yeah, activate these pages. What are you talking about? Thank you. Order status page, not even checkout. Activate pages. One thing you need to do is add your logo. Shopify does not add this by default within the checkout pages. So we can click add logo. We should have that somewhere in the beginning. There we go. It's real easy to do. I like to keep it small and I like to keep it center. I don't think you need a huge logo right here. Make sure you save. Okay, so you can have that. Now, I do like for the side here, background color, let's see here. We need to make it a little more fleeky, hair fleeky. That is not it. We need it like a pink. Oh, let's see, pink. Let's get more to the HairFleek color, but I want it kind of like, I want it a little softer than the HairFleek color. Let's do that. I like having the separation here. If you're going to use dark text, you need a light color. So don't do dark. It's not going to look good. So we got that. Okay, so we are making a little progress. So thank you. Let's go to, let's see, we need the checkout page. That's the thank you page. Settings, background image. We don't need to add background images. Sections, logo. Okay, well, it's getting there. Okay, so we want to update this. Review apps. Always trying to get us to do apps. Let's see. Marketing options. Pre-selected for sure with SMS. Now to collect SMS, we're going to do that later. We're going to set up PostScript. Okay, we're going to set up PostScript. We still have to set up Klaviyo. We got to set up a lot of this. Post-purchase page, Luke's reviews. Ooh, okay. I haven't touched that yet. Yeah, I think for right now, we got to cut it because I have to get ready. We're going to go, I'm going to actually introduce you to India. So India over at Wig Medical, I'm meeting with her at 8:30 meeting, going over what she needs to do next for Wig Medical. She's trying to expand the business. So we'll cut back over here in just a second and I'll introduce you to India and show you a little bit of my day. All right, guys, we are headed to go see India. I'm feeling like it's gonna be a good day. It's Friday, it's a little chilly out. But HairFleek's launching in 1 week. That's exciting. I haven't launched a new hair brand like this in quite some time. I appreciate everyone following the journey. Now, we have had some hiccups with recording. I think I got that figured out as of now. And I'm going to be real careful. Like this part was recording, but it's my screen, which is me showing you all what I'm doing. A lot of the initial setup, you have to do a lot of back and forth. I'm just giving you a heads up. If you're starting your brand for the first time, getting all this stuff set up, I will have the checklist. Check out the checklist of items that you need to do. A lot of stuff with Google, Instagram, Facebook. It's a lot of the data and being able to share a lot of the information. Now, you know, there's going to be stages as to how you're going to do this. As far as just because we set up the site doesn't mean we just start pounding the Facebook ads, right? We have 0 reviews. We have 0 social proof. So that's the toughest part, is that initial traffic. You don't have an email. I don't have an email list. I don't have a text list. I got nothing. I don't know. So we're going to have to be strategic and not just throw a lot of money at this, because I could spend $1,000 a day on Facebook ads. But I tell you what, until I have some social proof, it's not worth it. So we got to just put a little bit of money in there at a time. And, ooh, that light hitting this morning. Good morning. So yeah, it's a process. So I want you guys to see, and you can see, I'm going to give you the real numbers, as I said. And I think that's going to be really important. So remember, the 3 pillars of e-commerce and what we're working on first. It's traffic, so we got to get traffic. Then it's conversions. Once you get the traffic, you got to convert them into sales. And margins, how much you make on the product. And I said this up front, like I'm making the products really inexpensive currently because I'm not worried about making money in the first couple months. It's about getting the content and getting the user-generated reviews, or user-generated content, which will end up selling more of the product. Like if you have no reviews, it's tough, but you're like, well, if I have no reviews, how am I going to get sales and get reviews? That's the tough part. That's what I'm talking about, exactly. So that's going to be what we're going to have to, that's what we're going to have to be working on with this project. And being able to see inside look. I mean, maybe you're going to be watching this and say, you know what, this isn't for me, and that's okay. But the first time you do this, it's going to be the most difficult, and it gets easier. So I haven't set a lot of this stuff up in a while because I've had it set up for my other brands. But none of it's hard. It's just a little time consuming. And then you got to remember things change. So it's similar, but things do change. So, you know, you get into Facebook, and Facebook changes things. It feels like daily. Every day I log in there, it's something different. So you just have to you kind of have to just go with the flow a little bit. Like, it's all good. It's not going to be, you know, it's not going to be just this perfect thing every single time. And you're going to make mistakes. Things are going to happen. You're going to log into the wrong account. I mean, there's endless possibilities of things that can go wrong. And that's just part of, I don't know, I guess that's kind of just part of the fun. That's part of the fun of launching a new brand is just getting in there and figuring the thing out. So let's go over here and meet up India. And we're going over to some, I don't know what I'm going to, some breakfast bagel shop or something. There's no parking over here, of course. Welcome to Atlanta. But it's all good. We're going to go park on the street and figure this out. Okay, looks like we're headed to Little Tart Bakery, which is, I think they have a couple locations here in Atlanta. So it looks pretty good. I think I've been here once before, but it's been a little while. I think this is one of like India's favorite places. I was trying to go somewhere else, but it's all good. So let's go check in on India. India! All right, guys, I just sat down with India at Wig Medical, and she's going to give you her 1-minute elevator pitch about what she does. You guys ready for this? She didn't know we were going to do this either. So, and she's got people, everyone's watching us. But what you can learn about vlogging is you got to learn, and this helps in business, don't worry about what people think about you. If you don't give an F, life becomes a lot easier. So here we go, India.
Hi guys, I am India from Wig Medical, the #1 cranial prosthesis specialist certification course in the world. We work with trained and educated specialists to be able to accept health insurance for clients that suffer from medical-related hair loss. And I know what you're thinking, hair loss is just alopecia, cancer, chemotherapy, radiation, but it's really vast. We have clients that suffer from postpartum depression, veterans. We work a lot with veterans that lose their hair in combat. And what we do over at Wig Medical is make sure that our specialists are trained and certified to be able to bring a sense of normalcy to these clients. So definitely check us out, www.wigmedical.com, Wig Medical on all social media. And thank you, Mikey, for the opportunity to give my elevator pitch.
I would say she did pretty well, despite the delivery of the 5 chocolate croissants that I'm bringing to the private label office today because it's Friday, and I'm excited to give them. The croissants look amazing. I thought I was going to get some French toast here today, but apparently not. That's only on the weekends. I'm going to be with India today. We're going to go over what's next for Wig Medical. I try to help as many people as I can, hence this channel. And yeah, check out Wig Medical. I'll leave a link in the description. All right, Blueprint, it's about 3:15, checking in with you. I am working on our AI situation. I'm actually working on it for Dropship Beauty. So Dropship Beauty, part of the program that we're going to be releasing soon, it's going to have a ton of images that are AI, but that don't really look AI. Now, building out HairFleek, I was like, okay, let me try to get something for HairFleek. And we need a nice, beautiful photo for this cover photo. So this is what I was working on. I'm using my favorite AI editor for photos. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out. So I'm trying to find something that is, you know, looking like this, that doesn't look too AI. I do love this photo, the smile. That one looks really good. So I'm trying to come up with something really good. Now you're thinking, like, Mikey, it's going into the fall. Well, I was trying out some fall ones. I like this one. I think that one looks pretty good. Working on some different ones. She cute, but she looks mad. Hello, AI. You know, sometimes it'll come up with braids. So yeah, I love the braids, but we're not selling braids yet on HairFleek, so it's not going to work. Some of these looked okay. Some look good. We used some different models, generations for these. It's going to show a little bit of everything here. But you can see some of the different things we got going on. Now, it says this image might be explicit. It's not. Okay, so we can remix this. I wonder what a remix does. Oh, I guess it's going to, I guess we're going to find out. Okay. So basically what I'm trying to do is trying to find a sexy photo, and we're going to sell the sizzle, not the steak. Let me repeat that again. We're going to sell the sizzle, not the steak. Meaning, instead of just being like, hey, buy this hair, it'll be like, you know, this hair is so good, it's going to make you feel like, you know, you're back on the beach. Something like that. I'm thinking, I'm playing around with the idea. I'm trying to come up with something good. So I have it photo using iPhone 13 in portrait mode. Women should not be too close to the camera. I feel like the one's too close. It looks just like too AI-ish. Now, the reason why I'm using AI for this is, remember, the experiment is we're trying to do this, is launch this brand as fast as possible, as cheap as possible. Now, a photo shoot can cost easily $1,000 plus, right? So we're not spending the $1,000 plus. What we're going to do is use AI in the beginning and then start really focusing on user-generated content. Okay, so attractive black wearing long hair extensions. Should I say long straight? No, it's the beach look. Long wavy hair extensions. Let's try to get this going. Middle part. I like the middle part. Sleek baby hair. Not everybody likes the baby hair. I understand. Where's my baby hair? I got the little baby hairs. They're coming soon. Wearing a pink bathing suit. I thought the pink, so maybe like a hot pink bathing suit. Photo, woman should not be, moderate smile, moderate makeup. Lash extensions. And wearing lash extensions. Now remember, HairFleek is going to be like this sassy, fun brand. That's why I have to redo all the product descriptions. They're more like placeholders, what I have right now. So we got to really connect with this sassy, fun. It's opposite of private label. Private label is the professional. It's the business professional hair brand, right? We don't have girls in crazy outfits twerking around all over the private label Instagram. It's very conservative. How about that? So this doesn't mean, doesn't mean conservative is good or bad, and doesn't mean fleeky is good or bad. We're just trying something different. So this is going to be the non-conservative brand, competitive to private label, I guess. But I'm looking for something for here. Okay, so could be. Okay, definitely like the color, because the color is more matching kind of the logo. I don't need an exact match, but let's see what it came up with. Does that look like AI? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Photo 1, AI? Photo 2 might be it. That's a side part. That's a left part, but I do like a good left part. That one looks too much like AI, and it looks like Noah just, split the ocean right there in that middle part. So we're not doing that. And that looks pretty realistic, actually. It looks like maybe like a college student, something. That's, let me see, attractive black woman, black woman, middle part, sleek baby hair. Her age range is a college student. Okay, the reason being, HairFleek is definitely going towards that younger crowd, that TikTok, the TikTok, the Snapchat. Oh God, I can't stand all these social. Why do we need 100 social media platforms? It's just a lot. I would definitely use this one for here. I would have to optimize it a little bit, but I definitely could use that for the home image, and that might end up being the home image if I can't get a better one. So I'm going to keep trying some different prompts. Make sure you visit hairfleek.com to see the one I chose. I don't know if I'm going to be back. I'm going to try to be back. Oh, one thing I did do. I think I posted this yesterday, the day before. I have my developer working on this. He is supposed to update this. So I have the hair bundles. On mobile, we actually have it in green, but I think he messed up the font and it's too close. I need some extra spacing here. Something needs to happen. But I like this to distinguish which, is kind of like price quality, price versus quality. Let's just check back here real quick before we go. Okay. Looks like a track athlete. She looks cute. That's a cute photo. Actually, I like the earrings. Okay. Yeah, we're getting close here, guys. So I'm going to keep trying a little bit more. Go to hairfleek.com right now. Links in the description. And you're going to see the photo I picked. And if you guys have any other ideas of what I should have on it, I'm all ears. Okay, so that wasn't the end of the video. And the reason why is I forgot, if I'm going to create this image and upload it, I got to show you how to upload the image and what to do. So I've been trying to find a girl in a private jet because I was like, that would be fire. Flew down special, you got the bundles. I fell in love with this photo right here. Let me show you. So all I have to do, I think that one looks really natural. It looks good, okay? So all you have to do is download the photo, which I've already done. You just click this button, it's gonna download. Let me show you how simple this is. In Canva, this is a 1920 by 1080. So if you don't know how to do that, you're just gonna create a image size 1920 by 1080, throw the photo in here, and then click it in here. Now I named it Body Wave Hair Model. So that's because you wanna make sure you're naming the photo. And let me show you my settings. So the download settings, I made it like not too good, which will probably make it look not so AI-ish, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're over here at HairFleek. We're gonna go to online store. We're gonna hit customize. And then here we go. Finally, this header image has been killing me, to be honest. So first image, we are going to upload the image, 168 kilobytes. Not too bad for a header image. It could be worse. Definitely, it could always be worse, right? Okay, so we have this here. Now let me show you a few tips and tricks. Look at Luke's is trying hard. Image overlay, we can do a slight, let me brighten my screen a little bit, messed up my glasses. A slight overlay, okay, that one's too dark. That's not horrible. I like a slight overlay is fine because we got to figure out how to get this over here. Okay, so banner, bottom center, we want it probably maybe middle right, probably bottom right. I think that looks better. Okay, so we have this image here. Now, if you click this, which you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna wanna add your alt text, body wave hair model. And then here's something you wanna do. So click image to set focal point. We wanna focus on her, okay? And we're gonna click save. Boom. A focal point, what it does is, depending on the screen, the image, it might not show how you might think. Like it might show all the way over here. So if we go to mobile, we can see how that looks. See the focal point here? See, let me show you the difference again. See how we're cutting off some of this? But on mobile, we want to make sure that it is focused on her. And I think that looks pretty good. I don't like that color there. That color scheme, we are going to have to definitely change that to black. There we go. So that's looking pretty good. Let's go back to desktop. Okay, browse our latest products. And we're going to update some of this text. I'm not sure, I haven't decided what I want this to say as of yet. So we are definitely still working on this. But I mean, this is looking pretty good, guys. Like I said, we're trying to do this without spending thousands of dollars on photo shoots. We could probably do AI photos, honestly, for these bundles. And I might have to do that. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get it all done because I'm launching in less than 1 week. We're gonna celebrate here with a shot of tequila or two. I have the blog post in the works. I could try, let me go back to the old AI and see if I can come up with some prompts. I might share some of these prompts in the masterclass and give a little more detail about how we do this. Because this, let me tell you why. You can have the settings here where you can have it if you go over the image, it not only pops up like a 3D, but it's also going to change to the other image. So it might be like a body weight bundle and it'll switch. Okay, we're gonna see how much time. I might have to spend some extra time this weekend. And I'm back. I do not know what just happened. One other thing I wanted to show you, the animations on this, you can do ambient movement. And let me show you, see how it slowly moves? Zoom in on scroll. I don't really like to zoom in. Fixed background. Now, ambient movement is my jam. So let me go ahead and save the ambient movement. Let me show you what it looks like on mobile. See how it kind of gives that little movement? It's not too much. Now, we could do a slider here. I'm not a huge fan of sliders, so I'm not going to do the slider on this. Now, I do have a lot of products. So I was saying maybe I'll do some different products here. Oh, my developer, he killed it. Remember how I was saying how we're working on this? Does this make sense? Now, here's the other thing I don't like. Now, I could change this to a mega menu. Okay, so let me choose menu type. Top center. We could do mega menu. I might have to do mega menu, honestly, because I don't want it to be, I don't like when it's, let me show you, drop down. I do like a drop down menu. The problem is this, the drop down, it cuts it off and does it on 2 lines. So I could have my developer probably expand that out. A cheaper way for now, we're going to switch it over to the mega menu. And there's actually some ways and some good code to build out the mega menu. Actually, the mega menu does the same thing. Okay, we're going to have to figure out a solution for this ASAP. Let me see, drop down. He might still be working on it because the colors just changed again. Oh, there it is, back again. Okay, so we're still working on some of this. It would be great to have some model photos here. Okay, so let's consider this. We're gonna get back to the drawing board here. I gotta get back to private label. We're running this sale, like even pre Black Friday sale is pretty hot right now. So let me see, it's about 4 o'clock. We've got a little bit ways to go here, but I might try to do a couple more cool photos with these because this all models would look really good. The key is to make it not look AI. Now, real quick before we go, I would like you to say header photo 1 to 10, how much it looks like AI or not AI. So if you rate it a 10, give me a 10 in the comments if it looks good and not AI, and all the way scale it down to a 1 if it looks bad and like AI. Okay, so that's the challenge for right now. Go leave a comment before we go. Right now, scroll down to the comments. Come on, leave me a comment, 1 through 10. 10 being it doesn't look like AI, it looks great. 1 is it does look AI. All right.